Today we are going to learn about flowers. You see here, you can see different types of flowers. Flowers are the most attractive part of the plant. You see here, different colored flowers are there. Okay, you can see various colored flowers, beautiful flowers. Okay, now some of them are in purple color, some are in green, blue, red color, some are in white color, like that. Flowers can be seen in different colors, shape and size. You see this one is, these flowers are very small in size and these flowers are little bigger in size, and these flowers you can see they are little more bigger than that. And you see the hibiscus plant flower is here, you can see them, they are little bigger than that one. And if you see this Ixora flowers, they grow in a group or a bunch. You can see here the Ixora flowers, you see they grow in bunches. Okay, so flowers are the most beautiful part of the plant and it is very important part. Now, why are flowers so important, do you know? They are the reproductive parts, or these flowers, they have the reproductive organs of the plant. Okay. So, the main function of the flower is to produce fruits and seeds. Now, though the flowers look different, the basic part of the flowers are the same. So, today we are going to see the important parts of flowers. Okay, there are many important parts of flowers of which we are going to learn today. Now, if you see a flower, you can see here green color, there is an outer leaf like part. Okay, and this is in the outer circle of the flower. This part is called the sepal. What is it called? It is called the sepal. And the duty or the function of the sepal is, see, when it is a bud, if this flower was a bud, the sepal will completely cover it and it will protect the bud. Okay. Now, in some flowers you see the sepals will be joined and in some you can see separate ones. So, the different types of flowers have different types of sepals, and usually the sepal, number of sepals 1, 2, 3, if you count, it will be equal to the number of petals in the sepals. So, the number of sepals, not in all, in some. Okay, in some it will be different. Now, the next part is the petals. You already know these parts, the colorful parts are called petals. So, here if you see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals are there. Okay, so these are called the petals. Petals are the colorful and the most attractive part of the flower, and petals can be of different colors. Some of them, this particular hibiscus plant has yellow color petals, some of them red color, purple color, different colored petals you might have seen. If you take a rose plant, some roses are white in color, some are pink in color, some are red in color, like that you can see different colored petals. And also the petals may be of different shapes also. Okay. The petals are the most attractive and colorful part of the plant, and they also have sweet smell. The main function of the petals are to make it attractive and to protect the reproductive organs of the flower. Now, which are the reproductive organs of the flower? You see here in the center, you can see these are the reproductive organs of the flower. This complete is the reproductive organ of the flower. So, these petals actually they cover it and keep, no, when they are small they cover like this. So, it is totally inside. So, this petals will protect these plants reproductive organs from eaten out by others or from getting it damaged. But in many flowers, if you see, you can see only one reproductive organ, or in one plant itself both the reproductive organs will be there, and in some plants you can see them in different flowers. Okay. Also, if you see, in some flowers the petals are separated. Okay, separate petals will be there, and some flowers will have joined petals. Okay. I told you some petals may have the number of sepals and number of petals same, but many of them like rose and all, it has got very less sepals, but they have many more petals. So, there is no strict rule like that related to sepals and petals. Some of them may have equal number of sepals and petals, some of them may have different number of petals and sepals. Now, inside the petal, if you see here clearly, you see there are small stick like portion, see, and on the top there is little bit swollen part. Can you see small stick like portion, tube like portion? Okay. So, this tube like portion is called, this full is called the stamen. Okay, this one is called the stamen. On the stamen you have two, means if you take the stamen here, see this one, it has got two parts, a tube like structure and a swollen part. The tube like structure is called filament and the swollen part is called anther. Okay. Stamen and anther are the main parts here. Okay. So, the stalk, that is the stamen, stalk of the stamen is called the filament and the swollen top of the stamen is called anther. Now, inside the anther, if you take that and open it, there is a yellow color powder which is called pollen grains. What are they called? Pollen grains, or simply they are called pollen, and this pollen are actually containing the male sex cells of the plant. Male sex cells of the plants are containing in the pollen grains. So, what happens? The female part of the flower, a flower has got a male part and a female part. This one is the male part which we discussed. The female part is this portion. Okay, this if you pluck it from inside, you will get a thread like portion. I will open and show you, but first you see this complete from down till end, it is called pistil. Okay, if you see the stamen, all the stamens are around the pistil. Okay, so the pistil is a flask shape. If you open it, I'll remove this all petals and will show you all petals slowly I will remove and will show you the parts. You see here a flask like part is seen. What is in? A flask like part, this part. Okay, and from inside this is coming out. Okay, so pistil is this complete flask like portion which is seen in the center of the flower is called pistil, and it is the female part of the flower. Okay, it is the female part of the flower, and in this pistil there are three parts, that is stigma, style and ovary. Pistil also has got another name, that is pistil is also called carpel. What is it called? Carpel. So, this portion, this from here to inside it is there, I will open and show you, that part is called carpel. Okay. Now, let us open this part completely. Now, you see here without okay, I will just open it. If you open and remove this part, in the other it is broken now. See children, this way a tube like it will be there, it is an tube like it will you will get, that is called stigma. This portion is called stigma. Okay, this is very sticky Why? When the pollen grains from this will come and stick on this, it will get stick to it. For that, this portion is sticky, and the middle part of the pistil is a tube like. See, this way a tube will be there, and which will go down till this. While opening, it got broken. So actually this tube will see, I'll show you. If you have the original hibiscus, these are hybrids, so it is not seen properly, but the original red color one, if you see, it is very clearly you can see. Today I couldn't get that flower. See, this tube like structure, actually, see, this was the broken part. Okay, this is the broken part. So this part is called the style. Okay, what is the duty of the style is to connect the stigma. This is the stigma and this is the style. So style will connect the stigma to the ovary, and see, this is the ovary, white part which seen here is called the ovary. Okay, and if you open it, if you open the ovary, inside very safely you can see if you open it, there will be very small yellow color or small yellow color powder like parts will be there, which is called the ovules. Okay, this is called the ovules of the plant, and ovules contain the female sex cells. So in most of the flowers, what happens, stamen and pistil are present in the same flower. In this plant, all are in the same flower. In some plants you can see them in different flowers. Okay, so these are the main parts of the flower, and flowers are the most important part of the plants. Now see children, I could manage to get a real hibiscus flower. If you take, see here, this green color part is called the sepal, and its duty is to completely protect it when it is a bud, and these are called, this red color portion are called petals. Okay, so we learned about sepal and petals. Now after the petals, then we learned about stamen. See here, this is the, can you see here, this one like tube like portion you can see here, this portion is called the stamen, and on the stamen you can see a filament. Filament is a tube like structure. I'll take it one, if I pluck and show you, you see here a tube like structure and a head is seen. So the head is called the anther. Okay, swollen up top portion is called the anther, and the long tube like portion is called filament. Now if you remove all the petals, see here, if you remove all the petals on the bottom and even on the top, see, due to heavy rains, I think all these flowers, they have got damaged. You see here, I am trying to show you this portion. Can you see? This is the, what is this portion called? Actually this is the anther which has got, you see, if you touch and see yellow color powdery substances, can you see? That is the pollen grains. Can you see children? These are the pollen grains, and pollen grains contains the male sex organs, and this full tube is called the pistil, and it has got three parts. One part is this part is called the, this part, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red heads, they are called the stigma. Okay, and stigma has a sticky substance. So when you see, touch this and then you touch it, all this yellow powder will get stick to it. Okay, and then there is a tube inside. If you take care and remove, this is breaking easily. So see, if you open it completely, if you open, there is a white tube like structure you can see. Because of rain, the leaves, the flowers you see here. See, can you see a thread like portion, white color thread like portion, can you see? That is called the style. And what is the duty of the style? The style connect, here is the ovary. Okay, if you open this ovary, again inside that small egg like, very small particles can be seen. So this is the ovary of the plant. This is the ovary, and you open it completely. When you open, see here you can see white color egg like particle, that is called the ovules. Okay, and these ovules are the most important part. Okay, these ovules contain females sex cells. Now, and see, so this part from here, when they get sticked to this, it come down and it join in the ovule. Okay, so now we will discuss that. Okay, these pollen grains, what happens, they get transferred from one part to the other, and then they help to form fruits and seeds. So we will discuss about fruits now. Fruits are the most edible part of the plants. Most of the fruits we get from the plants, most of the fruits are edible, right? There are many fruits which are not edible, which we cannot eat. Now fruit is the part of the plant which contain the seed, and some seed can be seen inside the fruit, like apple, mango, plum, oranges and all. If you open it and eat, you can see the seeds inside. Okay, whereas some seeds you can see in the pods, like if you take peas, matar, okay, groundnut and all, in that seeds are seen in a covering. That covering is called pods. So some seeds are seen in the fruits and some are seen in the pods. Now, how are the fruits and seeds made? I told you from the anther. Okay, from here, from this part of the plant, from the yellow powder, that is from here, from this part, all the yellow powders got sticked on this, and from those, that tube is there, no, style, through the style it goes to the ovary, and in that ovary they mix, they both get mixed up, and that mixing up of that is called fertilization. So the falling of pollination means what? Pollen grains from this, transferring of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. This is called the stigma and this is called the anther. From the anther, the pollen grains gets transferred to the stigma. Okay, that process is called pollination. And when the pollination takes place, I told you through this style, they go to the ovary. Okay, from the anther, what will help these pollen grains to reach the stigma, do you know? So most of the time butterflies and other insects will help. Sometimes due to wind or falling water, they get transferred from the anther to the stigma. So we call these pollination agents. Okay, pollination agents are butterflies, honeybees, all types of insects which depend on the plants. Okay, and then water and wind also help them to transfer the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. So that process of transferring pollen grains from the anther to the stigma is called pollination. Okay, and after pollination, what happens? This male and female cells, they join in the ovary, which is called fertilization. And after fertilization, what happens? The ovary will turn into fruit, and the ovule, ovary means this portion which you got. Ovules were the small white color tiny particles were there, no, egg like particle, they will turn into seeds. So this is how a flower help a plant to get reproduce, and how the fruits and seeds are formed from the flower. Okay, so what all things we learned? We learned all the important parts of flowers. How does the flower help the plant to reproduce, and also how fruits and seeds are formed. With this topic, this chapter gets over. Thank you.